Welcome back to Crypto Warehouse. My name is Mike. It is the 27th of July. It's 11 o'clock Central European time. We are back on Binance Live and we are also on YouTube. Before I begin, I never remember to thank people on YouTube. So good morning, Fake Tech. Good morning, Hidden Vendors. And good morning to Web Superstar, I think the name is. Good morning to you over there on YouTube. For those of you on Binance, don't forget, throughout the show, we drop crypto boxes, and at the end of the show, we have our crypto quiz with a new set of questions that even some of the regulars didn't get right yesterday. So we're going to try again today. Good morning, Adil. Good morning, Nit. Good morning. I've got to scroll up to quite a few people today. Jaya. Good morning. Lot of messages today. Good morning, Abdul. Good morning, Alana. I can't scroll up much further. Hishan is also here, I believe. Good morning, everybody. Hello, Abu. So today's show is the morning after the night before. We had Powell raising interest rates again, rightly or wrongly. We're going to take a look at the two crypto bills that were passed last night. We're also going to have a look at the UK and what they're trying to build in terms of enforcement. We've got some news from Star Atlas where the CEO has come out this week and given some news on redundancies. Then we're going to look at some Ducati NFTs, and we're going to finish with the now legendary quiz where we give you free crypto. If you are on and you want to win this crypto, all you have to do is follow the link in the description under the YouTube video, come over to Binance, go to Binance Live and look for Crypto Warehouse. We are normally in the top 20. You can find us on that list, or you can just search for us by name. So before we get into the news, let's go through the socials. If you are watching us on Binance, we stream every single day at 11 o'clock. So make sure to give us a follow on Binance. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you subscribe. We are probably going to change a few of the days around at the weekends, basically just to give me a lie-in. It's now getting a bit cooler, so I can have a bit more of a sleep. We've just ticked up to 1.22k on YouTube. Please follow us over there. We drop videos about all sorts. WorldCoin and Unibot this week. Dropped a video on Pepe last week. So we make videos not every day at the moment because of the heat, but once it cools down, we will start to make videos every day. And that is it with the socials. We're going to go through the VIP Crypto Club later on. Not going to do that now. First thing we're going to do is get into news. Because as expected, Chairman Powell raised interest rates by another 0.25%. They're now 5.5%, the highest it's been in 20 years. Every single 0.25% that rates are increased, banks get further and further pushed. So on Monday or Tuesday, a couple of banks lost about 25 to 35% of their stock market value. So expect another bank to fail in the weeks because they cannot compete and they cannot offer the same rates as government bonds. Government bonds are paying 5%. They are only paying 1.5%. It makes no sense to keep banks. Going to be another bank run. Might not be tomorrow, but it's going to happen in the next few. Always the way. Thank you, the 3E. Good morning, GRS. Morning, Hairu. 3:30 in the morning in Myanmar. Crikey, I would be asleep. Drop more boxes, bro, until your viewership is high. That's not how we work around here. Good morning, Cherry Lips. Mota, we drop the boxes every 2,000 likes. I am not interested in baiting people to join the channel. We do it as a reward for the show. So we're going to skip the markets and leave that till the end because we always run out of time and we never get to the quiz. So we're going to skip straight on to talk about the Fed, and then I will drop a box after we've gone through this. So we did have a small rally on Bitcoin. We didn't get very high. I think we got to 29.6, 29.7, and it's fallen down. I think the issue that I've got with any kind of major pump right now is people are calling for 32,000. Normally when people call for 32,000 we drop. When people are saying that we're going to hit 25,000 that we have our pumps. Kind of inverse Kramer but inverse Twitter. So the Federal Reserve raised the rates. Bitcoin was up 0.4%. It went as high as nearly 29.7. There isn't really an awful lot to do. We are off our July high of 31.8, but that's because you can overextend yourselves, you can go too high too quickly, and you need a period of consolidation. And as we've said on this channel before, we've had several weeks now of being in a range, and that might be boring, that might not be interesting, but remember it's the summer, lots of traders are away on their holidays, trading volume is low. We're not going to see any kind of blow off top in the next 6 or 8 weeks unless something dramatic. So as Chairman Powell said, the hard work is done, and we are in positive territory, but this rate was priced in. It was always going to be a case of, it wasn't a shock to the market. Had he come out and said freezing rate hikes, or had he come out and said 0.5%, markets would have moved quite considerably. But they haven't. Priced in. What we'll probably see now is a little bit more sideways action. Maybe we'll put in some more higher lows. Higher lows are always good for the market. So we'll probably see that. I would like to see us get back above 30,000, but I don't know what's going to get us there. So the rate hike was expected. I don't think you need to be putting this up so high. I think pushing the banks too far. Inflation is 2.5%, according to the Fed. Interest rates are 5.5%. He doesn't need to keep going, but he obviously has far more statistics at hand than I do. Now, the next bit of news, I suppose you could call it historic. 2 new bills have been introduced and passed by the Financial Services Committee. That will lead the way to regulation, and that is what is important. Now, let me drop a box in Binance. If you're watching on YouTube, we drop crypto boxes on Binance as we go through the stream, reward people participating in the stream. Morning 34, Roy King. Good morning, Roy King. I am not going to give you 1 Bitcoin. I don't know what kind of streamer you think I am or how much money you think I've got. I don't have a Bitcoin to give you. Good morning, Sonia. Morning, Andy. Hello, King. So I will just drop comment to win box. Minutes. And then we will carry on looking at the bills. Go. Box is dropped. Good morning, Petrolhead. Good morning, Himanth. There we go. There's your box. Right. So, a US panel has approved a pair of bills that could finally deliver some clarity to crypto firms. On July the 26th, they voted in favour of the Financial Innovation and Technology for the 21st Century Act. It just rolls off the tongue, as well as the Blockchain Regulatory Certainty Act. Again, catchy titles. They were passed with 35-50 vote, which would establish rules for crypto firms on when to register with the Commodity Trading Commission or the Securities and Exchange Commission. For me, this is bigger news than the Fed rates. Is potentially the long path towards regulation, and regulations could be coming to an end. And if it does come to an end, probably see the end of Gary the Hitman Gensler, wrestling name. The bill outlines a process for firms to certify with the SEC that their projects are adequately centralized, allowing them to register digital assets as commodities with the FCC. Brent Hill, who also serves as the Vice Chairman of the House Financial Services Committee, said he was proud the bill had passed its hurdle. Meanwhile, the bipartisan Blockchain Regulatory Certainty Act, sponsored by Tom Emmer and Darren Soto, aims to set out guidelines, removing hurdles and requirements for blockchain developers and service providers, as miners, multi-signature providers, and decentralized finance platforms. Now, does anybody else think, or is it just me and my little conspiracy theory, does anybody else think that these laws being passed have anything to do with the ETFs that Vanguard, Fidelity, BlackRock, the like, are trying to get through Parliament? It's amazing that we have a timescale where Coinbase and Binance get sued. The following week, have a new crypto exchange launched in America. Same week, we get the ETFs applied for by 7 or 8 different financial institutions. Then a couple of weeks later, we get 2 crypto regulation acts passing the US houses. Does anybody else find that strange? Because that could never have happened in the last 4 years, giving us some kind of clarity in the last 4 years. It just so happens that we now have the financial institutions wanting to get their hands on Bitcoin and ETFs, and suddenly the entire American regulatory machine starts to churn with a positive, potentially positive outcome for crypto. I just find it more of a coincidence than it should be. As I have said before, we don't need to invent regulatory structures. Crypto companies follow rules of the road. Our securities laws have protected investors and retirees for 90 years while supporting capital formation and facilitated innovative Fed Waters. Now, she clearly has no idea what she's talking about. The world has changed in 90 years. In 90 years, we've had a war, had World War II, we've had the invention of the internet, had the invention of mobile phones, we've had the invention of... So to start to say that crypto needs to follow the same rules as people that sold oil canisters 90 years ago, it's ridiculous. But it's great news. Let's ignore her. Let's focus on the positive. That is that we are on the path to regulation in America, and hopefully when they remove Joe and put a president in charge, we will finally have America on side with Europe, China, and Russia trying to make progress with crypto. Talking of potential American president, that was a beautiful segue, got to admit. RFK Jr. has bought 14 Bitcoin for his kids. An interview said had bought them 2 each, and very pro crypto. Thing is, I just don't think he's got enough to win the election at all. You're welcome, Sarah. Hemanth, I do have a diamond heart, you're correct. It's hard and cold. Hello, Arrow. Hello, Caleb. Nice to see you back. Latanda, nice to see you. Well, yeah, hello. Right. So, Robert Kennedy, Democrat. DeSantis and Trump are Republicans. Kennedy is up against sleepy Joe Biden, who can barely walk these days. However, I just don't think he's going to get enough votes to pass Biden. I think there's too Biden supporters, and I'm not a fan of Biden. I think he's the worst president America's ever had, and that includes having Toto's favourite cowboy as president for a while, and includes Bill Clinton. And that list includes George W. Bush. So he's got a long list of failed American presidents to beat, and he hasn't just by a landslide. Terrible president. Anybody that comes in after Biden is going to be yes, but I don't think it's going to be a Democrat, and I don't think it's Robert Kennedy. So, a Wednesday Twitter Spaces in podcaster Scott Melker, Kennedy called Bitcoin the currency of freedom. Said he decided to become a crypto investor after he was decided by media outlets for promoting Bitcoin. Own any. I bought 2 Bitcoin for each of my 7 children. It wasn't his grandchildren. He made the move right after his Bitcoin conference today. Now I'm a Bitcoin owner. Sure, they'll now find a different way to come at me, but no one can say I didn't put my money where my mouth is. I think at the time, I think it's about $470,000 he spent on Bitcoin, so he's not short of a few pounds. They also discussed how banks can shut down customer bank accounts without warning and suggested political pressure may be behind the closure of the bank account. Joseph's Solar. Again, this is the issue that's in America, and it's also in the UK, and that is that banks are trying to close down accounts of don't have the same political those banks. And I've been very vocal about this on Twitter. Not that I have that many followers, but I've been very vocal about it. In a democracy, I might not agree with you. I might not like what you have to say, but I have to allow you to say it. If I don't allow you to say it, it is democracy. As much as I don't like the woke brigade, much as I don't like this other things that are going on, I'm not going to say, they have to say it. Stop them from saying it. We run a very close line towards communism, and don't agree with the time, then you ostracized. I saw this during B, which of where if you agree with what was going on, you were turned off Facebook, you were turned off YouTube, Twitter. That's not the right way to go. Difference between hate speech and having an opinion. And I think that bank accounts should not be closed based on your political, based on the fact you are not committing a crime by owning that bank account. That should be it. Banks have become their own, masters of their own destiny, and that's not how it should be. Human right to have a bank account. So I'm all for both sides of the political spectrum in America now fighting for have bank accounts irrespective of their political. So fair play to Robert Kennedy. Now, update the menu. Morning, Meaty. I don't know what makes you think I'm just going to send you 1 Bitcoin, or I'm just going to send you $200. It's not going to happen. We are not like other channels where you come in and there's no talking and it's an. Don't do that here. Two-way conversation. I'm going to come in here. Some lagging in the sound and. Right, there is some lagging on the sound. Let's have a look. Testing 1 2 3. that sound any better? Perfect. Okay. What it is, there's a noise gate on the mic, and it cuts out the background. So I think what happens is every time there's noise, I think the noise gate just closes down everything. So what I'll do is let me go and close the window and see if that makes any difference. Okay, the window is firmly closed. I hope that helps. Let me just try and listen on the TV. It's not perfect, but it's a bit better. I'll have a play with the volume later on and work out what the would be. But don't forget, if you can't hear me properly, just scream at me in chat and we'll have another go. Thank you, Tariq, and thank you, Sassy, for letting me know. So far this morning, we've been asked for help for someone who wants to fix his motorbike. Got somebody that needs 5 teeth, had an orphanage, and we've had several other questions. We do have the quiz. The quiz is in 25 minutes. It'll be at 11:45. That's when the quiz will happen. And we're going to drop another box after 500 more likes. So that's where we are. We're not doing too bad. We're halfway through the news and we've got half the time left. So we're on time. We're doing okay. So the UK's National Crime Agency is seeking to address rising crypto-related crimes and plans to hire digital assets, cryptocurrency, financial investigations managers. Why do these people make up such long names for their titles? Call them crypto fraud analyzers or something simple. Why does it have to have 6 to 8 letter titles? The past year there's been a surge in schemes involving crypto. We know about this. We've covered it a lot on the channel. The largest... Oh, they target the criminal activity beyond the scope of other law enforcement agencies, aimed at protecting the public and work closely with broader law enforcement. Fair play. November 22 report by the UK laws enforcement agencies revealed that the crypto crime rate had risen. Really hard to read out some of these articles. They're certainly not proofread. So we've covered this couple that fell scam for £45,000. We covered the couple in America yesterday. I believe it was called Invest in Crypto Through God, Tennessee. We covered that. So I like to cover these scams on here because, as I said yesterday, my job is not to make you rich. It's to try and not make you poor and help you avoid things like this. And what tends to happen in these scams in the UK is they will use AI, use a video showing somebody like David Beckham or Lionel Messi or Elon Musk promoting a cryptocurrency on YouTube or promoting it through Google Ads, and it looks like the real person, and you associate that person with trust. You will then invest in that scheme or that scam, and then you will lose all of your money. You then go to the FCA or the FSC or whatever and say, I've lost my money. This was supported by David Beckham, and that's when they find out that the scam has been using fake people all along to promote their schemes. So, good thing. The issue I have is that there needs to be some kind of top level support for the authorities, and that involves YouTube and Google having their adverts checked by crypto savvy staff, because my own videos of streamers that I watch, they always have Elon Musk interview, and it's called Elon Musk to the Stars coin, and it doesn't exist. It's a scam. Don't fall for them. Really don't know. Ask on this channel, ask in our Telegram group, and we'll tell you if it's a scam or not, because that's kind of what we're here for, is to stop you scammed. Motazaf, not give more chests. Well, you certainly don't know this channel very well, my friend. As I've said, I drop boxes every 2,000 likes. We're on 4,300 likes. So I will drop a box. Okay, let me drop this for those of you on Binance. For those on YouTube, if you want to get free crypto from our streams, you have to head over to Binance. Find us on Binance Live. There we go. Hello, Emima. So we've got 18 minutes, plenty of time to go through these next two articles. And then what I will do, I'll have a quick chat about the VIP club. Take it from there. So Star Atlas, which I've covered on this channel before. So last Thursday we had some gameplay, and the Thursday before had some gameplay. Covered it before on the channel, and I think it's probably up there in the top 5 Web3 blockchain-based games. With Earth from Another Sun, it's also a good game. The Other Side project from Yuga Labs, and there's a couple of others that escape me, but they've had massive layoffs. And there's a good reason for this. That is that they used FTX as their off-ramp, and when FTX collapsed, I think they had $15 to $20 million worth of cash in FTX, and it didn't decimate them, but it took a chunk of their assets and froze them. So Michael Wagner, I've messaged many times on Twitter, very approachable individual. He's always available for spaces or town halls or AMAs. He has hit this head on and explained the situation. So 73% of the team has gone. There's Michael Wagner talking last week at the Solana conference where they released a load of alpha. And then in an exclusive interview today, co-founder and CEO told Decrypt necessary to preserve the project's long-term goals. They've laid off 122 staff. I believe they've got 40 odd left now. They've got 45 people left, down from a total of 167 and slashed 5. My argument there would be that they potentially did 35 staff in the first place. If you look at how Elon Musk approached Twitter, walked in and sacked 2/3 of the staff, Twitter is arguably better than it was. So having more staff does not mean having more success. And I'm not here to have a go at him. What I would say is that it's the right thing to do. Not right for the poor old staff that have lost their jobs. Sometimes companies grow very quickly and they employ a lot of people. Sometimes those people don't fit in at the company. Sometimes you realise that you don't need the job, and they move on. happened with Binance, it's KuCoin, it's happened with Coinbase. This is no different. It happens. Their companies are growing and developing very quickly. So news of the layoffs was shared on the Star Atlas Discord server on Monday, and he needed to adjust spending to accommodate a long runway. Now, what I remember from the last town hall I went to, I think they were spending $1.5 million a month on development. Excessive. That's almost 20. So by cutting staff by 2/3, you would hope that they've got their wage bill down to now somewhere of $500,000 a month. Manageable, in my opinion. They reevaluated their budget. Sure, structure was maintained, and it was a process of personnel. He acknowledged that the downsizing could impact game development, building out the robust size version of the game. I don't think that this was the best way to build the game in the first. They were going to build it in Unreal Engine. It was going to be full bells and whistles, HD graphics, and I wanted them to do Diablo 4 style game where it was top down and you can view the ships from a distance, and it was a little bit more game. They were going Hollywood blockbuster mode. Great in the long term, short term game that people play. They do make that. I think last time I checked, they were making $1.5 million a month game, so it's not like they weren't making quid. Because it wasn't 50 cost. So hopefully we'll get some of that back. But as with Easy, don't believe all the FUD is necessarily the end of the world for projects. Just reassigning the budgets to the right place, right time. And this would have happened anyway, whether they had enough money or not. You're never going to hold that many staff when the Now we're on to Ducati. Those of you that know this channel, I am not a fan of NFTs, but it has been launched on XRP Ledger. Why I brought it up. Morning, everybody. Thank you for joining. You're most welcome. Hello, Hassan. Hello, Metho Power. Meth Power then, I was going to say. Bom dia, how are you too? Good morning, K-Best. Welcome to the stream. So, blown through this, which gives me time to talk about the VIP club at the end. Look at the markets. I've gone live a bit early today. I don't know why we're so far ahead of schedule. We are 35 minutes into the stream and we've covered everything pretty. Testing, 1, 2. Okay, so changed. Well, sorry, we didn't change, but updated our streaming software a week last Monday, I think. And since then, we've had nothing but problems from the streaming software. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. See if that helps. Okay, as I was saying, we've updated the streaming software. Since then, we've had nothing but problems. It keeps cutting the mic out. At first, we thought it was the equipment. It's not. It's the streaming software. The only solution is a full reinstall, which I'll potentially look at. I think there might be some kind of conflict. I don't know. So anyway, as I was saying, I'll get through this very quickly. Join here or join through our Telegram group if you've got any questions. It is free to join. It doesn't cost you anything. If you Okay, I don't know how long the mic is going to stay on for, so I'm going to leave the screen as it is and I'm just going to watch the mic and I'm going to do the quiz. So your two options are join directly through the website I've just put a link into, or join the Telegram group if you've got any questions. They're your two options, and that's what you could do. Now, I am going to warn you. Yeah, I know the mic's gone off again. I'm sitting here. I'm going to sit here with the streaming software open and watch it. That's probably the best bet. I think there's some kind of lock where I'm opening something up on the computer or alt-tabbing and it's cutting the mic out. It only started since we upgraded the software. I might have to check and see if there is a solution to this somewhere online. But I can hear myself, which means you guys can hear me. Good morning, Adina. So, we've only got a minute left before we start the quiz. Don't forget to follow us on Binance. Don't forget to follow us on YouTube. The links are all in the description under the video. And if you want to join the VIP club, join our Telegram group or join directly through the link. We are probably going to close the applications down when we get to 200. I spoke to Brogan last night about it, and what we'll do is we'll close the applications at 200 and then we'll start to test the system. We have a website that we're building, and that will have the offers, the prize draws, our YouTube videos, our latest streams on Binance. It will just be kind of like a crypto hub for people. But the one thing I say to everybody is be patient with the club. It's brand new. We're going to power it through the revenue that we generate through the channel. So don't expect us to give away $50,000 a week. It's not going to happen now. We're going to grow the channel as smoothly as we can. Perfect, Andy. I'm staring at it. I have a funny feeling it's something to do with alt-tabbing between the different screens. I think that's causing the issue. But I'm going to start the quiz. User 34, listen to me carefully. At 11:45 every single day, we start the quiz. 11:45, which is right now. Don't ask for the quiz at 11:35 or 11:40, because the quiz starts at 11:45, because we wait for our regulars to join us so they can join the quiz. So we're not going to start it 5 minutes early because Mr. Impatient wants to go and have a coffee. We start it at 11:45 because then everybody knows they can come in at that time. Now I'm going to ask the new set of questions which I created on Sunday. Good morning, Reseda. Let's start the quiz. For those of you that don't know how the quiz works, the answers have to be in lowercase. You have 60 seconds, you win crypto. If you're watching on YouTube, you need to watch us on Binance to get any kind of reward. So I'm going to enter the first question now. There is a little bit of a lag. So the first question is Dogecoin proof of work or proof of stake? You have 60 seconds to answer that question and win yourself some crypto. I tell you what, I hope Mr. Impatient gets this question right. That's all I can say. Okay, right. And the other thing is, for Mr. Impatient, we give people 60 seconds to answer the question, not 30, because some people are really laggy when they watch the streams. Their internet connection's not great. If we only give them 30 seconds to answer the question, we've tried that in the past, loads of people miss out because it takes 10 or 20 seconds to see the actual question itself, so we don't really give them enough time. So is Dogecoin proof of work or proof of stake? The answer was, of course, it is proof of work. It is a cryptocurrency that is mined. Congratulations to Ramisar. Bruh, seriously, sniped on the first question, 0.95. Spice Powder, I've not seen you for a while, well done. Tariq, Ramu, Malik, another girl, Sorpita, congratulations to all of you. Rosita has won as well. And Andy, congratulations to you all. 42 correct answers. Really decent effort for the first question, that one. Next question. Right. This is another fairly obscure question, actually. But for those who are fans of the blockchain, they will know the answer. Did Cardano launch in 2013 or 2017? Just put your answer in the chat and you will win. Tariq has a very good memory and everybody's copied him. Well done, Tariq. I think you've saved the day there, my friend. I think you've saved the day. At some point as well, when the channel grows, we are going to look to get some moderators, stroke ambassadors, whatever you want to call them. I've already got a couple of people in mind. One of them already knows who I'm thinking of. And these will just generally help the channel and help other people. Binance user C9. How? Right, I've given you 2 years. 2013 and 2017. They're your 2 years. How have you managed to type in 2016? How is that even possible? It's like saying, is the answer A or B, and then you say C. It doesn't make any sense. Congratulations to your winner. Well done, Sarah. Well done, Sonia. It's disappeared off my screen, so I can't see. I can't see who's won. But congratulations to you all. It was, of course, 2017. And Ice-T is not going to be a moderator or ambassador because he'll just ensure that you don't get any questions right. And we don't want that, do we? Right. Next question is an easy one as well. And again, the answer, you only have to put the number. You don't have to put millions and all that kind of nonsense. You don't have to do any of that. Just give me the answer. So, what is Bitcoin's total supply? Is it 21 or 24? I am, of course, referring to the number of millions of Bitcoins which have the potential to be mined. Is it 21 or 24? There is actually a little bit of information for you. There's a lot of debate on crypto Twitter about Bitcoin's total supply and actual supply. So although there are only this many millions of Bitcoin, you have to remember that 1 million Bitcoin is locked in Satoshi's wallet. So he has 1 million Bitcoin that's never going to see the light of day. So then your total supply drops. Then you have to think about all the people who have sadly died, all the people that have sent it to the wrong place, all the lost Bitcoin. Probably accounts for another 2 or 3 million Bitcoin lost, which is never going to be found, recovered or used. Let me see if it's going to give me that. 65 correct answers. Woo! So the correct answer is, of course, 21 million. So, some people on Twitter think there are only 18 million Bitcoin left in existence, including those unmined. I think that figure is more likely 16 or 17 million. I think we've lost 4 or 5 million Bitcoin. That's 20% of the total supply of Bitcoin gone forever. So that should make it, in your eyes, 20% more valuable than most people think. Most people don't realise that there's that many Bitcoin missing or gone. And there are, especially at Satoshi's. That is a hard and fast 1 million Bitcoin that's gone. So then your supply is down to 20 million maximum. So always bear that in mind when people talk about, you know, there's 8 billion people and there's 21 million Bitcoin. Well, there isn't. There is 8 billion people, but there's only 18 million Bitcoin. And I think the sooner people realise that, the sooner more people will accumulate it. Congratulations, Vlad. congratulations, bruh. Nick Knack won. Jessica Spice. Mimi Love, nice name, you won. I can't read them all. There's an awful lot of winners. Congratulations, all of you. Please stop asking for help in the chat. More quiz. Listen, JC Master, I'm going as fast as I can. I can't go any faster. I'm old. I have old fingers. It takes me forever to type. And as I'm talking to you, I am typing. So don't think I'm just sitting here, coffee in hand, minding my own business. I am actually typing in the questions. So this conversation is called filler. Right. Right. Next question is to do with ETH. And I have a little chart to show you at the end. Make sure I've spelt it correctly. Question is very simple. Is Ethereum deflationary or inflationary? All you have to do is type one of those two words into chat and win. Is it deflationary or inflationary? Adil, you are correct. Ibrahim, you're welcome. Cherry Lips, I think is correct. Buildmate Vlad, congratulations to all of you. There's 20 seconds left. I don't know what the lag is, but we can talk about it. Ethereum is deflationary and has been ever since it became proof of stake from proof of work. And as I said yesterday, it's deflating at a slow rate at the moment. But when the bull market kicks in and the number of transactions pick up, it will start to become even more deflationary. Hello, Jessica, on Telegram. You're welcome, Cherry Lips. I hope you won a decent amount then. I have no idea what you won because the pop-up disappeared again. You know, we might get the entire show done in just over an hour, which isn't bad. It normally takes me an hour and 20, an hour and 25 minutes to get through the show, but today we're pretty much flying. Okay, next question. What is Polygon's token called? Put the answer in lowercase in the chat and you will win. Lots and lots of correct answers. So many correct answers, my app has frozen. The token is not called Magic. "26 seconds left, 54 correct answers. The record is 75. And we're on 65. We've not done bad. 67. 70. Are we actually going to break the record? No, not on this question, surely. No way! Unbelievable! 76 correct answers. The record has been broken. And believe you me, I'm not reading out 76 names. Imran, Polina, Kalamsha. Seeing if there's any names of people I haven't read out today. Sehar's one, congratulations. Ghost, Adil. Oh, it's just a screen full of names. Congratulations to you all, and congratulations for breaking the record. That is impressive. So, let's see if I can catch you out with this one. This is a harder question. Okay, I want you to give me the 3-letter ticker name for Stellar's token. So what is Stellar's token called? There is a 3-letter name for it. Can't believe we broke 76 on that question. Well, Sehar, fastest finger first, put the correct answer in. Thank you for all my foxes, Jessica. 53, what's going on? 60. I think the record might be gone again today. 71. I think this is just going to be a day of falling records. 75. 79. You have got to be kidding me. 80. 80 correct answers to that question. I blame Sehar for getting the question right first, and that everybody copied him. Vlad, Crypto Torado, Sonia, Spice, Callum. To be fair, Snacks here again. I think we've got nearly a full house. Petrolhead, Jessica, we've got a full house of regulars today. I'm afraid to ask the next question in case you get more than 80. Okay. There's 2 more official questions left on this, and then I'm going to ask a special one at the end. Right. Okay. Now this was in the news actually. Yesterday, I want you to give me the name of the largest stablecoin, but I want the 4-digit ticker. And the reason it was in the news is it's the largest ever amount minted or created. Okay. There's no way we're going to get more than 80 on this. So the question is, what is the ticker name of the largest stablecoin? There we go. Question has been asked. Let's see who gets that right first. Is it going to be Sehar again? Or Petrolhead used to be the fastest finger on the block. User F7 and Snack were the first people to get that right. There's actually so many people getting this question right that my counter has broken. (62) correct answers with plenty of time left. Remember, the answer has to be lowercase. 72. 79. It's going to go again, isn't it? It's going to go again. 82. Mother of all that is holy. 85. That's outrageous. 86 correct answers. Record has gone. It's not just gone, it's been smashed 4 times. This was like watching Linford Christie and Carl Lewis in the 1990s when they just kept breaking records over and over again. I'm not even going to read one out. There's just too many nowadays. Did anybody get sniped? One person. RK Forever, I'm very sorry, you got 0.12 SHIB. That's not me that's done that. 86. I don't know what is going on. I don't know where all of these people have come from. Right, next question. Is this a difficult one? This is an easy one, I think. So the question is, Is Bitcoin Cash called BCH or BSC? And all you need to do is type lowercase BCH or BSC in the chat and you will win. I've actually forgotten, is it 86? I think 86 is the record now. So for those of you that don't know, Bitcoin Cash was a fork of Bitcoin. I remember at the time, it was kind of like Bitcoin Wars, and you had Bitcoin Cash split from Bitcoin, and then Bitcoin Cash split again. Didn't it become Bitcoin Cash and Bitcoin SV or something like that? It was just chaos. But if you held Bitcoin at the time like I did, you were airdropped these forks. That was a good time to make money in those days. Oh my word. 95. Okay, now we have a problem. The problem is there's only 100 prizes and we're on 98. I might have to screenshot this. 100 correct answers. 102. 102 correct answers. So 2 people, unfortunately, didn't win. That is just crazy. Right, so what I normally do at the end is I normally don't faint. I'm close to fainting, Sehar, because some days we're in here and it's like sitting in a graveyard waiting for the Evil Dead to rise because there's nobody on. What I'll do today, thank you Warrior Sinai, I love you too. 102 is incredible, I know. Right, so the last 2 questions of the quiz, let me explain. There are 2 people, famous people. One of them runs social media companies, a social media company and a car company, and the other runs the biggest exchange in the world. And every day I ask this question, and more people know the owner of the social media platform than the owner of this crypto exchange. And it annoys me because you should know who owns Binance. So I'm going to ask the 2 questions now, and I'm scared to ask because I don't actually know how many people are going to get this right. Okay, so the first question. This is to set the benchmark that we can't beat. I want you to give me the name of the CEO of Binance, and I want the 2-letter answer. Every single day, somebody gives me his full name. I need the 2-letter answer. What is the name of the CEO of Binance? I want the name he uses on Twitter. We have 102 to beat. Can we beat 102? We're on 63 with 30 seconds to go. 65. Crypto Warehouse is on fire today. You are correct. We've had a few slow days, to be fair. We've had a few slow days. Monday or Tuesday was really slow. There was a problem with the app, so nobody could log in. That was a slow day. 75. We're a long way off 102. How can people not know this answer? So, this is going to go wrong again, isn't it? More people are going to know the next answer. Okay. The answer was, of course, CZ. CZ is the infamous CEO of Binance. He is the #1 crypto personality. Congratulations to all of you. I'm not going to pick any of you out. There's too many to read out. Next question. Even my pet remembers CZ's name. My pets are all called CZ. I shout CZ in the house, and my Chihuahua, French Bulldog and Pug all come running towards me. Next. So, that was 78. This is the decider. This is the last question. And again, I want this person's surname. Do not give me his full name. You will not win. So, I want the surname of the owner of Tesla and Twitter. This is the last question of the day before I drop the thank you box at the end. Who is the CEO? Sorry, not CEO. Who is the owner of Tesla and Twitter? If we beat 78, I'm disappointed in all of you that didn't answer the last question. Everybody, it's going to be more than 76, isn't it? 64. Oh, 70. How can you not know CZ is the CEO of Binance? 73. Not Elon Musk. And it's not Twitter anymore. You are correct. It is X. But if I ask X, it will confuse even more people than if I say Twitter. 81. Unbelievable. 83. Well done to the 5 of you that knew Musk more than CZ. Quintessence is back. Not seen you for ages. Anonymous, congratulations. Well done, all of you. Right, some housekeeping before the last box. So the housekeeping is very simple. I hope the microphone doesn't cut out. Couple of things. Please follow us on Binance. We stream every day at 11 o'clock. Just making sure the microphone doesn't cut out, which it hasn't done. So make sure you give us a follow on Binance. Secondly, please give us a follow over on Crypto Warehouse YouTube after the show. We're trying to get to 2,000 users, 2,000 subscribers by Christmas. That'd be amazing. And the most important thing, join the VIP Crypto Club. It is free to join. We will be giving away free crypto every week or every month when it's up and running. To join it, join our Telegram group or join it directly. I will drop the link to this in the chat. And I will tell you right now that we are going to close the application form before we get to 1,000. We'll probably stop it at 200 so we can test everything. So make sure you sign up. It doesn't cost anything. We're not farming your data. Where it says name, put your nickname from Binance if you want, or your nickname from YouTube, or your nickname from Twitter. Email address so we can contact you and let you know you've won. Country so we know if we can actually send you the crypto that we are airdropping, and your pay ID, because we're going to force everybody who's not on Binance to use Binance because it's easier for us to airdrop the prizes. So you have 3 free things you can do. Follow us on Binance, follow us on YouTube, join the VIP Crypto Club, and if you want to tip us, the tips get converted into SHIB and are given out on the quiz every day. So they're the ways you can help us. And now, before you go, I'm going to drop the big thank you box at the end. Just make sure the sound hasn't decided to cut out again, which it hasn't. I'll drop the big box. And remember, we will be back tomorrow at 11 o'clock. You were all amazing today. I know, Tariq, I might move it. I might move it to 1 o'clock again, depending on when our shopping arrives. I might move it to 1 o'clock for you. But it's in the calendar. Mimi Love, the link is in the chat box that I've just dropped. Let me go back and get it again. So there is a link there in chat from me. CryptoStreamers.live/VIP. That is us. I do remember Tariq, yes. I'll try and move it tomorrow to 12:01. I'll try. I could do with a lie-in. I'm tired, so maybe I will. Anyway, thank you all ever so much for watching. It's greatly appreciated. We'll see you all in the morning. I'm going to drop the box now. I nearly forgot. I'm going to drop the box now, and then I'll drop it for 10 minutes. You don't have to stay for 10 minutes. You have 10 minutes to claim it. And don't forget, try and follow us on all of our different platforms, especially YouTube. It'd be greatly appreciated if we could see some of you over there on YouTube. Right, the box is dropping now, which means I won't be able to read any more chat because it'll be swamped. Thank you, Sarah. I am going to enjoy my coffee. Thank you, Tariq. See you tomorrow, Andy. I will be on the Telegram group in a little bit if you've got any questions. Until then, we will see you tomorrow. Mike out.